Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling Podcast. I'm here with the whole gang. Justin,
Second take.
Joe,
Hey,
John.
Hey.
So real quick before we get into our topic, if I don't know how well you can see it, but up front there, you see the new AEW trading card boxes. We got almost a full set. I think we're a couple cards away. We got some special cards that'll be going up on our website, along with the other new stuff that we added. And you will also see our We Like Wrestling Podcast trading cards. We have the three of us there. Joe's right here. We also have a West Troop card. So January 7th at AXW.
Put his credentials on his?
No.
You know, like
I didn't. The back is the same for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't even plug his own shit.
January 7th at AXW, we will be selling these We Like Wrestling Podcast cards. Or give them away, whatever. But there will be a second wave, and the second wave will be even better.
Well, I can't give
Also-
mine away because I also have two other shows on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Behind me
Superstar.
is our brand new banner.
Whoop, whoop.
If you tuned
I was
into
just saying, no,
our
it was out for the live.
if you tuned
Okay.
into our live Nitro Bar episode, you saw it first. But here it is. We have AXW right there. We have We Like Wrestling Podcast Hamburg Fieldhouse logo there. We have there it is, our normal podcast logo, Nitro Bar,
and Rise Up Nutrition right here.
Rise Up
Say Cheese.
Nutrition, and Say Cheese.
Oh, and say cheese.
So thank you to Nitro Bar, Rise Up, and Say Cheese for sponsoring us for 2023. This brand new banner will be available to take pictures with, and I'll be using this at AXW shows. So if you'd like to get a picture with a brand new banner, feel free to stop by. But so 2022, I've personally seen a lot of podcast and shows doing end of year awards. Dirt Sheet Radio being the most well known.
What the fuck is Dirt Sheet Radio? Is that Meltzer?
No.
Oh.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a podcast.
Oh God, yeah.
But so we will be going through. We did an episode last year.
I don't remember this.
Yearly awards for
Yeah, well,
2021 last year.
Whatever.
This year, obviously, we're doing 2022. Actually, I believe it's similar awards.
I'm sure it is.
So, Justin, you lead off.
Well,
This
you
was
We'll start with like the bottom ones. You know, we'll end at like match of the year.
Yeah.
all right, cool.
You know, you don't want to blow your load too early. Let's start with best figure. We all like figures. We all love wrestling figures. Everybody loves wrestling figures. Who had the best figure of the year? So
Mandy
really-
Rose.
Did she have a chase?
She has a new one.
No,
The
I
one
meant,
with the
I meant her
wings?
actual figure that we saw pictures of.
yeah, that's what he was saying.
I went with Bryan Danielson
That's a good one, especially the chase.
because that figure just looks.
I
so,
actually thought about that one.
Yeah, it looks so good to me. Like the facial expressions, the gear, it looks so good.
I went broad by all of the Macho Man figures because they're all fucking amazing.
Well, you got
The-
the Ultimate Edition one you liked. The black
Yeah,
and white,
the Ultimate Edition. So, well, there's two Ultimate Edition that came out this year. One of them wasn't a Mattel release. Well, it was Mattel creation. It wasn't a WWE release. The commentator one.
A close second for me was the Britt Baker
Supreme.
Supreme. Yeah,
I wasn't sure if the Chase Mox came out this year or last year, or else that would be mine. But I think that was
the one
actually,
we have on our
Yeah,
website
yeah.
for sale.
I think that would be mine. But I think that came out last year. Joe?
That's cool. I went with the actually you just found one recently, Jared, the AEW Street Fighter series. I think those are pretty cool
those are
figures.
cool, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a really cool crossover.
Who else
yeah.
is in that series besides Kenny?
It's just the elite.
Yeah,
So
it's Kenny and the Bucks.
Oh.
But apparently the Bucks you can't find in stores yet.
Oh,
Only
so
in
it's just
Canada.
Kenny.
Wow.
But so yeah, because in the figure groups, I've only been seeing people grab the Kenny.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Kenny.
And I went to a GameStop recently, and I was fortunate enough to grab one for my
They'll be
personal
everywhere in 4 months.
for my personal collection. But yeah, those Street Fighter figures are pretty cool.
I just thought of this one right now, actually, and I've never seen it in person. I've only ever seen it pictures of it online. but I like the concept. I think it's a cool idea. I like the Brody Lee -1.
Oh yeah,
pack.
that might have come out last year. I'm not sure.
Did it?
No, I think it did come out this
Was
year.
it like early this year? I don't remember. That's
It
I
might
just
have
like
come
the
out.
idea of it. It's nice.
Yeah.
As a father, I like that as a set.
2 years
It's
ago,
nice.
Brody passed away.
Yeah, it's
a
almost
couple
to
days
the
before
day, yeah.
Christmas.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was almost to the day.
So I believe they waited. I think it might have been early this year. but-
I've never seen it like in person, like I said, but I like the idea of it. You know, I have a son myself, so
Yeah.
I as soon as I saw it, I said that's pretty cool that -1 gets a figure.
apparently the 1 in 3,000. We found almost 3,000. I think it's around here, like
Yeah.
there, everywhere.
You can also find those on our website.
That guy said he went to 27 stores to find one. I found one in his
And you
own store.
took it from him
His own store.
when we had 2
I'm
of them.
not trying to. It's just
It's funny, yeah.
because I couldn't find a price. I'm like, how much is this? He's like, oh, that's a good figure. I went 27 different stores to try and find one. I'm thinking, you look in your own store.
Yeah, your own store.
Unless maybe they're not allowed to buy because he works there. Maybe
No,
they're
they
allowed to buy. They are much.
Why do you think it's so hard for us to find figures?
Yeah.
Walmart, Target,
Yeah,
GameStop,
they
they
buy
buy
'em.
it.
Yeah, they buy
he
'em.
said he drove to every Target, Walmart, and GameStop because it's 27 stores and couldn't find one. I'm like, come down to Reading, we find them. He's like,
Yeah. How about get the fuck off the TV? I don't want to see you anymore. Go away.
Last year that went to Goldberg.
Was it
Yeah.
not Sammy Guevara? Was I not tired of him last year?
Probably this year. Who do you have this year?
I don't know. I have Jericho. Close. I
Jericho.
might have said that last year too. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm
So
tired of him.
Justin's not a huge fan of Jericho.
we can tell.
I am a big fan of Jericho's wrestling in the past. Just fucking tired of it's all the spotlight on him. You're old. You have hair plugs. Relax.
Surprisingly enough, I went with the Elite.
Wow. Well,
Not me.
Elite and Death Triangle, get them the fuck off the TV.
Yeah, it's going to 7 matches. Who would have
Of
thought?
course.
But
But even good matches. I haven't seen any of them. Even
I haven't
good.
watched one except for the one at the pay-per-view. That's it.
so this past one, the Falls Count Anywhere, apparently AAA, New Japan, and AEW, all, according to somebody, I don't know who, but they said all on the same night they had match of the year candidates.
Well, AAA had a lot of good matches apparently.
Well, AAA, fucking news.
Well, wait, no,
Did they just have like their big pay-per-view or something? AAA or like
no,
their
it
Mania?
wasn't Triple Mania, no.
Oh.
But I just think they just had a big show, I guess.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I went with the Elite because of that whole Punk thing. There were people that hated both sides, and with the whole CM Punk move set shit that they've been doing, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I still enjoy watching them, but people are starting to get tired of them, especially after this Best of 7 series. So just take some time off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Split up, do something. I don't know.
Joe, what do you got?
I went with JBL. I just don't
Oh,
think
God,
Corbin
yeah.
moves in.
That's who I have, JBL.
Oh, really? So for our first one that that somebody has
Just
the same-
because like he's a dick.
I see. I haven't been watching.
He's a racist.
He
He's a
is.
bully.
He is.
He's not a good human being. Get him off TV.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a bigot in general. I don't wear skinny jeans. Like, what the fuck you
Well,
talking about?
Did you see the first night he came out with
Yeah.
Corbin? He wore fucking parachute pants or
Yeah,
something.
and then that's when he was bitching on his Twitter because that's what old people do now. Or I should have been Facebook, I guess, but he was. I'm not a young boy. I don't wear skinny jeans like you stupid punks out there and all this kind of shit. He's just like, if it's not something he does, it's got to be wrong.
Yeah.
And you're not that
It's like
fucking good.
His way or nothing.
The only thing good you did was the wrestling god gimmick, and the whole point was to get heat. So you were great at getting that, but you are not in the caliber of world champions. The moment they took that belt off you, you slumped away, and the next person stepped up.
Like gender. You never got anywhere near that
Yeah.
picture again.
Yeah,
Especially what was it, Mauro Ranallo that he bullied out?
and Joey Styles.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he
Blue
beat
Meanie.
up Meanie. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's just not a good person.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess do you have the same person then? Because biggest dickhead award.
Oh no. I have
Because the way it sounds, we're all saying JBL wins that award.
my biggest dickhead is CM Punk.
I was tempted to say CM Punk.
I have Punk.
Joe.
I actually have 2. I have Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
all
they
their
they
fault.
just
Not, but
Well,
that
they
$30,000
walked out.
price tag for
They did.
Yeah,
did
and
walk
they
out.
They
walked
did walk
out cra-
folks out, but they had their reasons.
no,
may not
they
have hit
claimed
the
their reason. They claimed their reasons was storylines and all that stuff. Okay, well, if that's the case now, it's a whole new regime, and you haven't come back yet. It's about money,
I give credit that Naomi's been quiet.
plain
where
and
Sasha's
simple.
been running her mouth.
Yeah, I'd say Sasha would
Yeah.
get that
Naomi's
award.
just been because her
Apparently-
husband still works there, so she's home.
Yeah.
And then that whole thing also when they were at that convention, girls okay, they could touch them and be
Yeah.
close for a picture, but guys, no, you got to be way over there, 10 feet
it was
away
more
from me.
Sasha. Again, though, it was more Sasha than Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi's been quiet.
Well, but
Sasha-
still,
Sasha was like 10 feet away from the picture.
What's
Yeah.
didn't she just sign with New Japan or she just made an
So,
appearance?
I don't know what it
apparently, she's going to be at Wrestle Kingdom.
Apparently.
What is her real name or does she have a different working name?
It has to be. It probably can't be Sasha Banks.
No.
But yeah, I agree with that. But obviously, CM Punk with the whole.
I have
fucking-
Tony Khan. Put Miro on TV.
I-
Seriously, no. Then stop fucking signing these guys that are at WWE and then putting them on TV, pushing the fuck out of them, forgetting about your talent, and then just letting people go to the wayside.
I think the main problem with AEW, and I know this is probably going to sound hypocritical because of WWE, but get more TV time.
Yeah.
They only have 3 hours
Yeah.
total.
And a lot of it gets not wasted, but you could put a lot of this stuff online as YouTube exclusives. A lot of the
Well,
shit
that's
they
what
do.
Dark is.
MJF's 15-minute promo
Yeah,
off your
it's
hour
too
show.
much.
That's what Dark is.
And then it's the same people.
Yeah, but Dark's matches. What I'm saying is some of their backstage segments, maybe save that for YouTube.
Exclusives.
And then it doesn't need to eat up time to just have little things that they had a confrontation backstage. So next week, tune in. Dude, put that shit on YouTube.
So
The people watching are gonna fucking find it.
after the new year, they're getting a new look to Dynamite and Rampage.
Who cares?
So hopefully they can get more TV time. They have TNT and TBS. You mean to tell me they can't get an extra hour out of Rampage?
Well, the problem is they both basketball.
Yeah,
The NBA's on right now.
and MLB.
But again, more reason to do YouTube stuff
Yeah.
or start a subscription thing.
They are ROH.
No, I mean like AEW.
Or
Like start
how about
a-
Tony Khan just stop signing everybody WWE Let's Go
or let
and-
some other people start doing something because
and get a little
you
more
aren't
choosy.
good at doing it yet.
But look at there are people like Top Flight and Ricky Starks.
Yeah, but then they get pushed for like 4 weeks and then nothing. It'll go away.
because it's an endless cycle of there's not enough TV time.
Yeah.
Like Miro. So Meltzer was saying, or Miro said something about Meltzer, what happened between January and June or something. And Meltzer said, I don't know, you tell me. Because he hasn't been on.
Who? Oh, Miro.
Miro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he signed Miro because he was hot off WWE, and then he's like, I don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
And then the next
But-
WWE guy that comes, he's like, oh, I like this guy now.
But is it also TK's fault?
And then Hobbs comes out of a big storyline, and then they're just right away, without any time off TV, repackaging his character and showing vignettes for his new persona. So you couldn't just keep him off TV and bring Miro in and replace whatever you were going to do with Hobbs, replace him with Miro for the next 4 months, then start showing vignettes for Hobbs. Like, what the hell?
I think another reason is you have Hobbs, Joe, Warlow. You have big guys.
What's his new name? Big Bill.
Cage,
Yeah.
Brian Cage.
Morrissey.
Bill
yeah.
Cage is not. He's signed to ROH.
But it's also not fully TK's fault. I mean, think about Miro.
Who owns the company?
But if Miro can't get himself over,
Would you say that about Vince McMahon?
Rusev Day is over.
Whose fault is Red Rooster? Do you say that's Terry Taylor's fault or is that Vince McMahon's fault?
He didn't live through the Red Rooster
I'm
era.
just saying. Okay, well, yeah, that's true. But I'm
But,
just saying,
from
like,
what I've
That's Taylor's fault.
yeah,
He didn't buy
so-
into it.
Yeah.
for WWE, it's not this person's fault, but it's Vince. Vince gave him a shitty character and a shitty gimmick, and it's like, but when we're on AEW, like Vince put the Gimp costume on Karrion Kross.
That was terrible.
Okay, but he could have fucking made it work.
But
you know,
Red
but
Rooster,
if TK would have done that, everybody would go, well, it's not, TK doesn't force him to do it. Well, same thing with Vince.
But
you could have walked away. You could have said, "No, I'm leaving. I'm not doing
Mark
that."
Calloway doesn't buy into the Taker gimmick.
Yep.
Does that last 20 years?
Nope. 20
That's what,
Or whatever? You know what I mean?
still going. What are you
That's what I
talking
mean.
He
about?
bought into it and said, okay, I'm going to make this shit work.
that's what I mean. So did Rusev with Rusev Day. He bought into that. He made it work. Miro, maybe he's just not, he
he didn't.
him and
Yeah,
Lana
yeah, but
both
Miro
said-
didn't buy into like when he was the best man in AEW. He
Yeah.
hated that shit.
Yeah, that was
He
really
just kinda
dumb.
did it.
Just make Miro like Joe. Just don't say nothing, beat people's asses, and leave. He's like I'm just making the monster that he is.
All right, so who's the roidiest wrestler of the year?
I think you and I have the same person.
I don't have anybody.
You don't have anybody?
No.
You could. We just literally named a bunch of big dudes. You can't think of
I know.
one roided out motherfucker.
I went
Joe.
with Brian Cage.
I have EC3.
Oh no,
I haven't
we
seen
don't
him.
have
I
the
thought
same-
about him.
Oh my god, he's gross.
he looks disgusting.
Oh.
He's
I've seen him.
disgusting.
It's like I don't know. It's like wrinkly. built
So I was going to go with
skin. I
like
don't know.
Lashley, but I thought, that's too.
No, that's
No,
nice.
but
That's low hanging
there
fruit.
was an easy one for you guys to pick. Who do you have?
I have Roosh.
Oh, he is. Yeah. He's pimple back, roidy as fuck. No, motherfucker just got busted with growth hormones. Riddle.
I thought that was like Coke or something.
No,
was
growth
Coke.
hormones.
Oh.
It's Coke.
No, it was, but he also growth hormones.
Oh,
Yeah, it's steroids. It's just a special name for steroids.
yeah. HGH, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought somebody would have put Riddle.
No, I put Roosh because of his back.
It is. It's fucking gross. So let's move on to the future of wrestling. Who's got the biggest 2023 coming up?
I went with Austin Theory.
You think he's gonna do something in 2023? I've given up
Yeah.
hope.
I think with this new attitude and stuff, I think it's really going to benefit him.
Hope so.
Give up on him and then he shocks the world.
The reason I didn't put Theory is because
I don't see him breaking mid card this year.
well, he's been doing better though.
He
In
has, but it's still-
2022, like
that
he was
doesn't mean-
Money in the Bank. It was a joke, whatever.
That's true.
And then Triple H started to push him.
Yeah.
So I went with Ricky Starks.
That's it. Yeah.
I have
think
two.
they're
Ricky
one-
Starks, one of them.
Who's your other
Montez Ford.
for next year? You think?
Yeah, break him
think-
away.
I don't want to see him. I as much as I do, I don't want to see him break away.
We don't have
Don't
to have
break 'em up.
Break up. Just go
Yeah.
Like New Day.
like New Day. Do your thing. I do my thing.
Yeah. Because of the recent news, I put Jordan Lee. They seem really fucking hot on him. The fact I told you guys this morning, WWE's Instagram showed him in a AAA ring holding a AAA belt with an FTR logo talking about him coming to WWE. That shit would have never happened before.
I saw a picture online of him standing next to Tony Khan and an AEW banner in the
He-
background.
He just wrestled. He was there.
Yeah.
He was
I was
at
confused. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
I thought he said NXT. This is
So
AEW.
He worked for AEW.
He's
Oh.
Roosh's brother.
Yeah.
Legit. Shoot.
I think they did
Also-
a tag match.
Also, Drag Dralista, who is the Mystico that took over in AAA when
Sin Cara
Sin
came.
Cara went. Yeah,
And Sin Cara, I forget his name isn't Cara anymore.
I don't know.
Or Mystico. Yeah, different name.
But yeah, holy shit. The news broke. A AAA guy is signed. A AAA champion is signed to
yeah,
WWE.
he doesn't start till 2023, so they might have a show in the beginning of the year that they drop them. But still,
This is still an opening for the Forbidden Door. You know,
yeah.
This guy, is he good? I've never heard of him. Never seen him.
You literally just saw him. He was on the ROH pay per view.
Was he?
he didn't watch it.
I wasn't at
Oh,
that
you
one.
weren't at the
No.
ROH pay per view. Okay, well then you didn't see it. But yes, he was on the ROH pay per view. Yeah, him and Roosh and Andrade had a 6-man against somebody. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
It was like Top Flight and somebody. Oh yeah, Top Flight and AR Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. So
So he's a
I
high
mean,
flyer, like most of the luchadors.
I mean, yeah,
He's pretty big.
big. Yeah. Yeah, if he's on the gas, he better get off it fast.
Like he has a Vince body.
Oh, I wonder if Vince likes him. Well, it's Triple H now.
Yeah.
But,
Wonder
yeah,
Hunter
this is-
likes him.
This is big news. He just won the tag titles from FTR. So he literally announced that he signed to WWE at the event.
Yeah.
So who's his partner?
Dralisto, his
Oh,
brother.
oh, oh.
Yeah. who wears like the Sin Cara-esque mask. It's very weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Even though
guess-
he wasn't Sin Cara, he was Mystico.
yeah.
He wears a mask like Sin Cara's mask. It's very confusing stuff.
Joe, who did you have for brightest future?
I said Theory.
Yeah, he's
Austin Theory.
Okay.
the most improved wrestler of the year.
I think I was batting around with two names. Okay. Who do you got?
I have John Moxley.
Most improved.
Let me tell you why. Because he went to rehab and cleaned up his life.
Yeah.
And to me, that is a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Good for
And
him.
he stepped up and carried a company on his back when others failed to do so.
Twice.
Yeah. But also because he took the steps to better himself and improve himself for this year. And so for that, John Moxley.
I mean, he carried him twice because he was supposed to go out on vacation, and he was stepped in, world champion.
He comes up later on my list.
Yeah. What did you have him for, male or?
Spoiler alert.
Joe.
I went with Saraya. She put in the work to get back in the ring.
Come back. That's good. That's great. Yeah.
Good for her.
Improved from nothing to something. Yeah. Yeah. We could have done like most shocking return because, so many people have come in or come back or whatever. But yeah, it was definitely a shocker when she showed up. There was no rumors. There was nothing.
And her first match with Britt was a good match to have.
It wasn't the greatest, but
it wasn't bad, but it was good. And
Britt Baker's no Charlotte Flair.
Most of that, she's better than Charlotte.
I don't know about that.
Who do you have?
Scissor me, daddy.
Acclaimed. I don't know if I'd say they're most improved because we knew they were good.
Yeah, but they're better than good. They went from here to here. They moved up.
We were hoping they'd get the titles.
We kept saying they should be champs. They should be champs. Now they are.
Yeah.
I went with Logan Paul.
Oh.
I'm sorry for my friends that don't like Logan Paul.
Who cares?
But
fuck it. They don't get it.
The reason for Logan Paul.
That was a good match for him.
It was amazing.
He did good.
His first match was good with The Miz.
Yeah. Well,
and his match with Roman was phenomenal.
Yeah. To have 3 matches under your belt and 2 of them are to that caliber. First one is a tag match with other people getting you through, but then you're thrown out to the wolves and you're doing shit on your own.
I can tell you right now, I was really impressed with that table bump.
Everything was
jumping
really,
off that
really,
corner.
really good.
Logan Paul is the most improved for me for 2022 because we all knew he was coming in and we were like, he's a celebrity, whatever. But that first match,
said almost.
That first tag match with Miz, I was Justin and I were like, this guy is.
He's had it, but he had people.
He puts the work in. You can tell he trains, and he's when he comes back, he's gonna be better.
I was happy with it. It was definitely the match of that day, whatever you want to call it.
The Blood Money show.
Yeah.
I remember we all said the same thing. We were all texting each other watching Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. We're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny,
this
he
guy's
put in
good.
But I think Logan Paul took that. Step
we should have
further.
had Celebrity of the Year, but I don't know.
It would have been Logan Paul.
I don't know. Johnny Knoxville.
Pat McAfee.
That's true.
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee wrestled Vince.
He did.
Pat McAfee.
I mean, that was like a
everything.
10-second match, whatever it was, but
still
counts the record book.
Yeah.
Joe?
He said Saraya.
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
That's right. I've future and improved. I got confused. All right, so we're at rivalry.
I'll go last.
Rivalry of the year?
Or feud of the year?
Feud, rivalry, whatever you want to call it.
You can't say what is it? Feud in WWE?
I don't know.
Punk versus the Elite.
That's not real though.
That's a real feud.
But there's no meat on the bones there.
Well, at the time, it was like the hottest thing.
But it's not. It's not in wrestling. It was backstage. That doesn't count. Maybe if they make it in 2023, then it can be. But right now, it's a thing that happened backstage. That's like saying Jim Cornette versus Wendy's, or no, Dairy Queen. Joe,
I went with kind of a broad one, but I went with the Bloodline versus everybody because everybody they faced this year, they kind of elevated them.
I think Bloodline storyline is just phenomenal.
it is.
It's the best thing in WWE right now.
I have MJF and Punk. I think that was the most intriguing rivalry / feud, whatever you want to call
Was
it.
that in 2022?
Yeah.
That like really bloody match.
Yeah.
Fuck. That was a while.
Yeah, it was early in the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, rivalry for me. I think you'll love this, and our friend Blackwell will also love this.
Oh no, I don't know where you're going with that.
I have two on
I
here.
think now I think I know, but I don't know why you say Blackwell.
I have two on here. Gavin versus Tommy Vex,
Okay.
because that whole thing with
Yeah.
and then I have Big Dust and Vex.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Babyface and
That too, but no, Big Dust and Vex, because we were talking about how that
yeah, it was fun to watch
yeah.
online. I mean, unfortunately, we
That's-
can't get to the shows.
that's
But
different, being that it's
Yeah.
such a small indie company.
I don't know. I want to throw out there though that Ian Bush and
Quay, yeah,
Matt Quay
Matt Quay, yeah.
spanning different promotions.
they're gonna
just
be
fucking hate each other.
What did we compare? Steen and Generico.
Yeah, that
That's
has been really good.
And their matches are always
It's
good.
got to end in hair versus hair though, right?
But
Someone's
I,
getting their head
that
shaved.
the reason I went with the Gavin and Vex thing was because it's Gavin. It was fun to watch. But Dust and Vex, that
fun
was
to watch, Michael.
Big Dust and Vex with Mary in there. That was pretty good for being a small independent. They were posting it online.
It was very cool to watch. Yeah.
Vince versus the attorneys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tag team of the year. I've got FTR.
FT.
FTR.
Really? Robert?
Joe, what
Yeah.
about you?
I have the Acclaimed.
Okay.
I think
it's good.
because
I
they
think
stepped up
Usos
and won the
FTR
belt
for
this
me.
year.
It just had to be FTR.
But FTR
That's-
had like 3 titles.
They were belt
Yeah.
collectors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
spanned companies and did it. Too bad they
Plus-
couldn't go to WWE to do it.
Plus, with them doing like running the indie,
Yeah.
roulette, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're getting their dream
Yeah.
matches.
plus
and
they're probably the best tag team working today.
Briscoes. That could have been a rivalry. FTR and Briscoes.
That was a
It
match
was.
of the
It
year
was- It
candidate.
was a whole year. That started last year.
I know. I'm saying for rivalry. That could have been-
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were saying that they could have made a good rivalry. Female
Yeah.
of the year. Okay, Mandy Rose.
I have Mandy.
Bianca Belair.
She's been there.
Yeah.
Her shit started last year.
The reason I went with
Although
Mandy,
technically Mandy's also started in October of last
I
year.
mean, Bianca
She has had a phenomenal year from what she was on Raw or SmackDown,
Barely on,
where
yeah.
she was, to what she did in NXT. And this
Yeah.
is even talking about, the big release, and because I would have picked her before all of this.
yeah, I was debating to put her in most improved, but I went with Woman of the Year because of the NXT push.
I agree. On Raw, she was just another pretty face.
Yep.
That's all she was. And she
Everybody just said, right? She was, who's the other one now? I can't remember.
Liv Morgan.
right?
Yeah, they look alike.
Yeah.
They're both pretty blondes.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, and Alexa. But then she
Yeah.
went to NXT, dyed her hair, got a new attitude, got a group. It was perfect. It
Yeah.
done
She was
really,
NXT champ for like
really
a year and
well.
a half, wasn't she?
431
Yeah.
days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for
Something
her.
like that.
And she probably still be champ if
Yeah.
I was thinking about Bianca.
I don't think
but
so. I think they were taking it off of her. I just
They
don't
were
think they
gonna
were
do
going
it
to do
in
it
the pay-per-view,
that.
yeah.
I don't think they were going to do it that
Yeah.
night.
I think
They're
she was
probably going
coming
to do
up
it
to
at
the main
Vengeance
roster.
Day.
And then she was going to come up.
Yeah.
Her-
Yeah.
her whole group,
They
yeah.
probably could have came up in at the Rumble.
Joe, who'd
Yeah.
you take?
I had what you guys had. I had Mandy Rose. I mean, how could you not go with her over a year as champ? And
Yeah.
with
I
her
just-
group
because
and
I-
everything, like she was
Everyone
the most
thought
prominent
Bianca was
female on
gonna go back.
NXT.
And
Yeah.
then Bianca was going to go away.
Yeah.
Now the real, because it's
But-
always the 4 horsewomen. Now we're down to,
But
Three
Bianca,
horsewomen.
Bianca had that moment when she won at WrestleMania.
yeah. But everyone thought she was
she
just
is holding it down. Yeah. There's
She
no
is,
arguing
yeah.
that she can
like
be
she
there.
stayed
The problem
the
with
main event.
the problem with Bianca is her and Bailey fine, but now what?
Her and Alexa.
But it's not her fault that the competition isn't at her level.
Yeah.
Not her fault.
Like Bianca's starting to get to that point now where it's like,
I mean, she's sort of getting to Charlotte territory where she wins all the time and she's on site.
It was a lot more fun
She
watching her
won-
chase.
she won 87% of her matches.
Yeah, her losing is a big
The
deal.
fuck are you, Meltzer?
No, I saw there's a post.
From
Seth-
Meltzer?
Seth Rollins had the most losses.
And he's still over as fuck. I'm pretty sure I said this. Go back and look at it. I said that motherfucker can lose every match. It doesn't matter. He's protected. Everybody wants to see him.
He's a made man.
Yeah. It does not matter win or lose.
I was gonna put him for man of the year, but I didn't because. So the reason I was
All right. Well, that's a good segue. So who do you have for male superstar of the year?
Well, the reason
I hate that word. Male wrestler of the year.
The reason I didn't put Seth, even though he put over a ton of people in that Cody feud, whatever, it's because
Cody
MJF
feud. I wouldn't call it a feud.
MJF was the talk.
So you
I
put
MJF man of 2022 because Punk and the whole is he leaving? Is he not leaving? Is it a shoot? Is it work? He was the talk for a while.
That's because he talks.
Yeah.
He only had 7 matches, but he was the talk.
What did he win? 6 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was the talk of 2022.
And lost the Punk match. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, Wardlow beat him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Then
he
Wardlow
lost-
powerbomb like 15 times or something to beat him.
Yeah, but that was the night of the.
That was
And then he
that
went
was his
away.
punishment,
That was
or his
He wasn't going to
work
show up.
punishment.
Yeah. What do you got?
I gave it away earlier, Moxley.
Okay, I figured. Yeah.
For all the things you said, just he had
Carrying
vacation.
that, yep.
He has a baby at home. He could have easily been like, "No, this is your problem. You brought Punk in. Screw you. You figure it out. I'm gone."
He's a company man, though.
But instead, he's like, "What do you need me to do?"
These are the people that you do think like, man, if Vince could have just saw that he doesn't have to do it all, he can let leaders of the locker room be. He let Cena do it. He let Taker do it. If he could have let Mox be like, hey, listen to this motherfucker. He's my locker room leader.
Well,
things could be different in WWE.
That's what he is in AEW now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Him, Danielson,
had
and Regal were the locker room guys.
So mine is Brian. For the fact that every match that comes up, this person versus Brian tonight, I want to see. Fucking Ethan Page last night. I didn't get to see it. Shit, I got distracted. And
I'm sure that was
It was a good match.
Every match is good. He doesn't leave it like, oh, that was fucking boring.
because he can wrestle.
He's still putting on phenomenal wrestling matches.
He can wrestle in
He's
AEW.
not, unfortunately, though, he's not protecting himself.
Yeah.
But
And I give him credit that he's not like we've often said about Randy Orton on Raw, like sleepwalks.
yes,
But on the pay-per-view, he steps it up and okay, now I'm invested.
yeah.
Brian, every match he wrestles like it's his last.
Well,
Yeah.
because he's wrestling.
He's not like
he's not an entertainer.
Oh,
If
is it a
he
TV
wrestles
show?
Lee Moriarty on
dark.
No, not Dark.
Elevation or whatever.
Rampage. That's what I'm looking for. On Rampage, he's still giving you the same fucking match as if he's wrestling Chris Jericho
Yeah, so,
on
I
a
mean,
pay-per-view.
there's no half-ass thing. They were on TV.
And
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet before the match, Brian goes to whoever he's fighting, lay into me. Just
Yeah, of
fucking
course.
lay into me.
Of course.
Because you're gonna get it.
and
So
he's
you better give
also-
it back.
He's also out there giving advice. They said he held seminars. He's been pushing Jade Cargill to do better, and these are the things you need to do. He's honest with people, from what I hear.
Yeah.
Not that fucking hey, my match. Oh, it was good. No, this is what you did. This is what you need to improve.
And the always touching. Always
Yeah.
touching. Fuck. Him and Mox were the
good at
locker
what he
room
does,
guys.
man.
When that whole Punk thing went down or whatever it was, Jericho, Mox, and Brian were the locker room leaders. Everybody listened to them. I mean, Regal went on record saying, this happened, and everybody just sat and listened.
Oh, Vince's lieutenants were also his guys. Pat,
Yeah, exactly.
Briscoe. That's what he would do.
Do
Yeah.
Taker.
So it wasn't wrestling. It wasn't the boys. It was,
The Office.
yeah. He'd tell Patterson, go tell this guy this.
Who'd you?
Who did I have?
For
I have
male
Roman
wrestler of the
Reigns.
year.
I have
Yeah,
Roman
it's-
Reigns.
Yeah, can't make the
And
argument
it's
against
for
it.
a bunch of reasons. Because he's been champ for so long, so you want to people tune in to see, is he going to lose the belt now? And then
I do. That's the
the
only thing I
fact
want to
that-
see.
the fact that he got Sammy so over, because Sammy was kind of lost with that whole
Sammy
conspiracy theorist thing, but
Who
now
wasn't on
he's
this
kind
list
of
at
getting to be himself. You know what I mean? And you can see how entertaining Sami Zayn is. Like when he goes out there and you can see he's trying to break those guys every time he's out there.
Oh yeah,
And that's like
Sammy
been the best shit on WWE in the last couple of weeks.
I know who his match of the year is.
What? Yeah. So you just said he's not on this list. But the reason he is not my wrestler of the year is because his wrestling. I didn't say superstar of the year. For wrestler of the year is because his wrestling isn't what's. Oh, I gotta watch Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm watching every wrestling match he has. You know, the Sami Zayn thing, I fucking love him. I've loved him since Generico. I've loved him for a long time. That's not right now. He's not his wrestling ability, which is great because he's saving his fucking body. He's prolonging his career. But that's not what's getting him over.
I originally was going to put Roman, but I wanted to try to stay away from that because he is, and you can tell that he's actually having fun.
Like I said, these awards are for my personal.
Yeah.
For me, the wrestler of the year is Brian. I agree. Roman Reigns can definitely be wrestler of the year.
Yeah.
He's had a great year. He's had a great 3 years.
I give him credit. Like from what I heard, was halfway his idea to lighten the schedule because he's smart enough to realize a bit overexposure. Like if I'm on every SmackDown and every Raw, every house show,
but
every
also then they get to do this week. Jay says to Sammy, "Hey, Roman's coming next week. You better clean up. It's gonna be a big day." So, okay, it's a big fucking deal. Roman's here. What's he here for? What's gonna happen? Well, now we know why.
I think it was his idea to go heel too. So I
think that was the fans' idea.
Like the schedules are good. I mean, like they're already gonna be sick of me, but
you can tell he's having with what he's doing. I mean, being a babyface, I'm sure.
So what's the Cena thing?
Cena and KO against
Sammy and Roman.
When?
At tomorrow. Friday.
SmackDown.
It's the last SmackDown of the year or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And this way, Cena will have had a match every year for the last 20 years.
Sammy ain't going to lose to Cena. We all know that's. I'm just saying, Sammy's there to take the pin.
Yeah, probably.
From Cena.
You think it's from Cena? You think it's Kevin?
They've been keeping Sammy and Owens apart. Like they look at each other in the ring, but they haven't
in the cage, right?
Yeah, but they haven't really
and the hula kick.
Yeah, but they haven't had like a match, man. They've
they haven't hockey fighted for a while.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
They've been keeping it
or walking brawl.
Are they still friends? Are they not friends? Will Sammy turn? Yeah,
or it'll be a DQ finish.
Maybe. Yeah,
that's bloodline will come down.
So what's match of the year?
So
I went with one that kept me on. I was invested in every moment. The first Swerve in Our Glory versus Acclaimed.
Yeah, because we all thought that was going to be the Acclaims.
On the edge of my seat, yelling.
I didn't see it.
It was the biggest. It was the best match. It drew the most emotion from me. I cared. I think it was a fucking stupid decision.
It was a great match
to not put the belts on them that night.
That was the pay-per-view match too, right?
Yeah,
and
it was Full Gear, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then the Acclaimed won the titles on Dynamite or something.
That's pop for ratings. I mean, Nitro used to do the same thing.
I don't think so. I think it happened because of the crowd's reaction.
I think TK realized how hot the Acclaimed were.
But that shit should have happened that night.
He should have made the audible,
wasn't it? Acclaimed hometown, that one?
I don't know about that.
No, they won it in their hometown.
Oh, okay.
Well, they won it in New York.
Yeah. I think it should have been. That night.
TK could have made an audible. I'm
sure
the rest.
Easily you get it. Yeah, you get word out there easily.
So
that would have been like someone who is a vet, they would have just called. You're fucking pitting it. You're pitting me. I don't care. We'll take the heat when we get back.
Well, I'm sure Swerve wouldn't have minded that.
Well, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yep. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
So I don't get to watch it. What's Swerve has a group now that they beat up Keith Lee or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Who's in a group? I even know.
Baby Brock and some other kid.
A former baseball player.
This is the Baby Brock guy that was in WWE.
Yeah. Parker Broder or something like that.
Bordeaux.
Wasn't he one? I thought he was what's his face's group?
Don't think about it.
Sanjay Dutt's group.
Don't think about it. It's wrestling. Don't apply logic to an illogical situation.
Fair enough.
There's a tattooed guy. Tattoos all on his face and everything.
But Swerve is the leader of this.
I think Shane Taylor's the leader.
I think it's going to lean towards Shane Taylor's group. because of that.
But
whole
he's
thing
old,
with-
so he's not going to work as much. So he's probably going to be the mouthpiece, even though Swerve doesn't need a mouthpiece.
Swerve is great.
Yeah, Swerve's really good on the
is
mic.
so good, in ring and on the mic.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
I have Sheamus versus Gunther Intercontinental match at Clash at the Castle. They beat the holy hell out of each
That
other.
was mine as well.
Was
Oh
it really?
my god,
was.
that match is amazing. Go back and watch
That
it.
was good.
Not the one Extreme Rules, all the
Yeah,
Gaga.
no, Meltzer gave that one a 5 star.
The straight up beat the piss out of each other.
It was.
Have you guys seen a Brian Daniels match?
Yeah, it was a Brian Danielson match.
Okay,
every
but like,
Brian Danielson match.
but
But
yeah, exactly.
But see, I expect it from
Because
him.
WWE gets one of those every
Gunther
5
Sheamus,
years.
I don't expect that.
Gunther and Sheamus. Let's be honest. Sheamus should have been man of the year because
Brian,
Sheamus put on banger after banger after banger.
Well, him
But-
and Gunther, that's right up his alley.
Yeah,
I
Sheamus.
mean, he does that for fun.
Sheamus and Gunther are both physical wrestlers, and that match was absolutely
Like-
amazing.
like- Brian and Cesaro, you don't think they had loved beating the shit out of each other? I mean, that's a typical Monday night for them. They love that shit.
Yeah,
Like you said, you
I-
probably did. Go ahead, lay it in.
I specifically had Clash of the Castle because
Yeah.
that was the better
Yeah, not
one.
the Extreme Rules one.
I thought. Nope.
Joe.
I had Cody and Seth Hell in the Cell. Or Hell in a Cell
It's on a
match.
lot of lists.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
Especially that he worked hurt. It was a good match.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
and
that
that's
torn
why
pec was-
I went with it because, for the fact that he wrestled that thing with a torn pec and holy shit, and the things that they were still able to pull off. Yeah, that's true.
Some honorable mentions. I do think that the War Game Survivor Series was good, the men's, for the storyline with Sammy and the Bloodline. I like that. And that NXT, what's it called? 6-pack challenge thing. that-
the
Watch it.
Hey,
Your
that's
house.
a
The one
contender
that
for a
just
match.
happened.
The men's one was good, not the whole pay per view. That men's match, watch it. It's pretty good.
So
Especially
not
when-
like Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate.
I didn't see that match, so I might go by just what I
thought-
saw.
Did we watch it together?
I think it was before the.
Yeah, I just go by what I've seen. So it's like the AEW ones. I don't see a lot of those. So
I think what it was
like
before
two-
AEW.
Yeah, it was like we watched. I guess.
So yeah, that Tyler Bate Braun match was pretty good.
I'm sure it was. That men's one, watch it's not that A kid is good, and him and the other two guys.
You mean Axiom?
Axiom.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But him and the other two that started out. What's his name? Jordan Devlin, whatever his name is now,
JD McWhatever.
and the other guy.
Yeah, JD.
They're workers. They were good.
Who else?
JD
Stacy?
McDonough.
No, it's
it was-
JD
it was-
McWhatever.
Kevin Owens,
Kevin.
And who's
Owens.
the third
Gacy,
guy? No.
Waller,
he's good too.
Whaler,
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller won it,
No.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Waller won it, but he wasn't in the ring. I can't remember who it was. but they were
Carmelo
good.
Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. Yeah,
Carmelo
those
was
three,
good.
man. Oh,
Carmelo.
good.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
Cody and Seth match that was
Cody
on
and
a
Seth
couple
is
lists
good.
because of the. I think the was it a good match? Yes, but was it match of the year? No,
I mean,
I think it was due to the fact that Cody worked hurt.
Brian
think
and
every-
Page.
I think every Brian match.
Didn't
is
Brian and
better.
Page 30-minute
They had a draw.
or 6? Was that this year?
Hangman? Yeah, that was when Hangman was champion. Yeah.
And Brian was first starting, right? Was that this year? Or
No,
last
not
year?
first starting. No, it was just when that was Brian was like his first feud when he got the belt.
First opponent, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
which is
that-
weird because now that's where we're going with MJF apparently. Technically, it was Ricky Starks, but this is a big feud.
Starks, yeah, that's Starks and MJF.
And then
Little
it's Mox
brief.
and Page
It's
now,
good.
right? Is it? Yeah, Mox and
Oh,
Page.
but
Mox
they
and
haven't-
Hangmaner.
Yeah, I don't know what's.
They
going
haven't
on
really
with that.
done anything with it from what I saw. I think it's just like backstage stuff. Like they brawled to the back with the whole thing, and then they just haven't really
But
done anything.
I'm not sure who's working heel or they just both faces who don't like each other. I'm not sure what the.
Mox is Stone Cold.
Yeah,
like
Marcus
Owen
Tweener,
just-
yeah.
Who's your
All
match
right,
of the year?
fine. What?
Who's your match of the year?
Mine was Swerve and Our Glory versus
That's
Claim.
right. Yeah.
The pay-per-view one. Fine. Since we forgot to do an in memoriam, how about Dead Guy of the Year? Who's the
Jesus
best?
Christ!
Oh my!
Who's the best guy that died?
goodness.
Oh my God!
Scott Hall. It's gotta be Scott Hall, right?
Was that this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. We did an episode for him.
Yeah.
I think we talked.
It was
But
this
I thought
year.
that was last year.
No, it was this year.
My God.
Dead guy? What? It's an award. It's honoring him.
Like the Warrior Award.
Sure. It's a Scott Hall Dead Guy Award. Who else died this year? Like, nobody.
Antonio Inoki,
Oh, that's right.
Dave Hebner,
Yeah.
hey, Gene LaBelle, invented the bell lock, Scott Hall.
You already knew that. I thought I
Oh.
knew something's crazy, and you're like,
Tim White.
oh yeah, that guy. That was this year.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't remember that.
Speaking of
Who was that?
the LaBelle lock,
Okay.
the soccer player that invented the Pele kick passed away.
Pele.
Yeah, Pele. His nickname is Pele, but
Oh, that was like his real first name,
no,
I think.
his name
No.
is Pele.
his
And his-
nickname is Pele.
What the fuck does Pele mean?
So that's
AJ
I thought
does.
it was called a Pele kick because that's his name.
he started that kick. I think he was the one that invented that.
I don't know about that, but I don't
No,
know
his-
enough
his
about
name
soccer to
is
tell you you're
Pele.
wrong.
Who's Raziel? He passed away.
Why does that sound familiar? I
From
don't
the
know.
CMLL.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
know who that is. He's 49.
I forgot Inoki died, so maybe he's actually
Antonio
dead guy of the
Inoki.
year.
Who was what? Technically a former WWF champ. They don't count it.
Nope.
And didn't he beat Flair too? Same thing. That never happened.
No, yeah, that's well, he did beat Flair, but the one that's like not official is Tatsumi Fujinami. It was at like a Clash or a Super Brawl or something, but they reversed the decision for something.
Yeah, Pele is not his real name.
Uh,
It's his nickname.
But
Who
Inoki
cares?
beat
We're in
Hogan, wasn't it?
America.
He beat Hogan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In
No,
Japan. Yeah, and then
yeah, the Japan one came later when Hogan went to Japan. That wasn't
Oh.
during his Fed run. That was post Fed, pre WCW. But no, the person that he beat technically for the belt, but not, that's Backlund,
yeah, he won it. They were doing a tour. He won in the
Mhm.
beginning, lost it when they came back home.
because Backlund was champion for like a billion years.
They don't count as being interrupted.
Yeah.
Starman, whoever that is.
I don't know.
From pro wrestling for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Candy Divine.
So the
All
biggest
right,
name
we're-
was
we don't
Scott
need-
Hall.
We don't need Antonio Inoki, but we don't need it right now. We don't have the list, so we're not going to honor them properly. Not even do them.
It wasn't as big of a list as what was that 2020? That massive,
Yeah,
like almost every week.
yeah, but we want to, thank you for anybody who gives their life to professional wrestling to entertain us. So
Kevin Nash lost his son recently. That was
Yeah.
tragic. But good news that came out of that. It's not good news, but being that Kevin Nash and his son had cast that day tube, he reached out and asked people to subscribe and watch and whatever
mhm.
because his son wanted a play button and they got what they needed.
Oh,
for
they
a
did
play
get
button. Yeah,
That's cool.
so that's awesome. So now
For anybody that doesn't know, a play button is the 100,000 subscriber.
there's two of them.
Oh, okay.
There's a silver play button. I think
Okay.
that's 100,000.
Okay.
And then the gold play button is 1 million
Oh, okay.
subs on YouTube. So I believe they got the silver one.
Mm.
But Kevin Nash said that his son really wanted one, and he got one now.
I'm one
so-
of those people that subscribe, but it wasn't for that. I was subscribing before.
But yeah, that's
That is the one. That's the one with Sean Oliver, right? Click this.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
that's the one that's the one I subscribe to.
2022 is it's over.
It's in the books.
We did a lot
in the
for 20.
pocket, whatever the fuck the fucking words are
We
from
did-
OSW.
We did a lot this year.
I don't give a shit.
The Acclaimed was a big hit. We brought the Acclaimed in. TJP was at the end of last year,
Yeah,
December. We're partnered with Kevin Kelly now with AXW. So I mean, Kevin Kelly being a part of AXW is Central PA Wrestling in general.
There are
is just-
personal contacts that you never thought you would have in your phone.
Central PA Wrestling is just gonna be amazing coming up. I mean,
Do you live
already
in Central PA?
I guess it's Central,
I thought we live in like Eastern.
Yeah. I don't
yeah,
know.
Eastern Central. Yeah.
You're
I know Pittsburgh is west, so but I thought we
northwest.
were in the middle because we're kind of near Harrisburg.
Harrisburg is the middle.
Yeah. So
Or to the east.
but anyway, PA
We're
wrestling.
like 2 hours from a beach. You can't be central if you're 2 hours from a beach.
PA wrestling.
Southern.
Or Southern PA?
Reading is a city in southern Pennsylvania.
That makes sense. Fucking Confederates.
PA and wrestling is going to be big coming up. We're already seeing some new faces at AXW on January 7th.
Oh, so excited for new wrestling.
I mean, we got to meet Delirious, David Finley. We're getting exposed to more, other. We have Cabana Man Dan, who's traveling from some beach in wherever he is to AXW. We have.
Who does he use? Like one of those
John-
charter planes?
He uses a
Like
raft.
Oh, raft.
John Schuyler from Impact.
Does he have a volleyball like Wilson?
I think he does.
You met Lee Sparrow? We talked
Yeah,
interviewed
Lee
him.
Sparrow, who is in the running for Independent Match of the Year.
Oh,
Wow.
Ladder match at a Shore Star Wrestling. We sponsored Peter DeLong and Anthony Blackwell for that show. By the
that's the show that it was on the ladder match you're talking about.
You can find that on IWTV, by the way. Commentating for independent wrestling in PA, Peter and Blackwell have done amazing work. They've traveled so much. I think in a weekend they did, like, out of 72 hours, they did maybe 60 hours of work.
Wow.
But yeah, 2022 was a massive year for us.
Wrestling business. 28-8.
Yeah.
No more 24/7. 28-8.
It's we're definitely gonna have a better 2020. AXW is back and stronger than ever.
Yep.
We're sponsoring AXW, and we have some sponsors: Nitro Bar, Say Cheese, Rise Up. It's just
thank everybody that's been along for the ride, and hopefully see you all in 2023.
Yeah. First stop for 2023 is January 7th at the Hamburg Fieldhouse.
Yep. That'll be the next.
What better way to start the new year than with that banger of a show? I mean, we got Matt Quay and Ian Bush in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Can't wait.
We got Johnson against Jay Flyer. Man, there's so many. Leo Sparrow's going to be there. Cabana Man Dan is going to be there.
Eddie Header.
Savio Vega.
Andy Header. Ed House. Savio Vega. Deanna Perrazzo.
And we're bringing in
JC Storm. There's so many meet and greets you can do. Ricardo Rodriguez. It feels convention, but it's a wrestling show in January.
Mm-hmm.
January
It's
7th.
a mini convention.
AXW. And then the weekend after that, January 14th, is Three Legacies Wrestling in Lancaster. That's Ricardo Rodriguez's. And I believe somewhere else towards the end of January, there's another show. Like, it's all 2023 is already starting off hot.
Yeah.
I know Paul London is going to be at the Rodriguez show.
Three
really?
Legacies, yeah.
Might have to have a Tommy Rich interaction.
And you're going to be doing interviews again for XW?
Yeah. We'll have JC Storm there. You can purchase pre-orders if you on our website. Just head over to our Facebook page. The link is there. We also have some brand new items on our store as well, include some AEW trading cards, some AEW Chase figures, some cool
Justin
collectibles.
Roberts autograph.
Yeah. A couple green numbered cards, a red numbered card.
We also still have a Marshall autograph from last year. In case
We have some
somebody's interested.
sign figures. But AXW is starting off hot. They have a January show, February, April, June, and then they have September, October, November, December. So they're starting off 2023 hot and they're ending 2023 hot. Plenty of opportunities if you'd like to sponsor a match, a wrestler. If you'd like to be a part of the shows, just reach out to them. It's a great company to be a part of, great way to get your name out there. But here's to a better 2023.
Thank you to all of our numbers went up for subscribers. So thank you to everyone.
Yeah,
who,
it was
Like
a
ever since I
massive
started
year.
that OnlyFans.
yeah, our numbers have really gone up. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you for listening, for viewing, for following. Whatever you do to help, we appreciate it. It means a lot to us. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.
Later.
See ya.
Oh yeah, I
Alright.
forgot I can't hear him anymore.
So
Oh my gosh.
that was